12 Truths About Being an Entrepreneur. What are the billionaire's best thoughts on entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurs must not only be self-motivated, but they have to attract sound energy from the universe. These 12 truths about being an entrepreneur are advice from billionaires and could be described as the entrepreneur's mindset. Let's take a look. 12. Someday is a grave excuse. If you are going to start, then go ahead and start now. Waiting for the right time will take your idea into the grave with you. There is no guarantee that the market will be better to penetrate tomorrow, so don't wait. Excuses have a way of tying people down forever. This is why it is essential not to give in to the narrative of someday. If you are determined to do it next week, start practicing today instead. Richard Branson always tells people to start even when they don't have enough money. His unconventional ethic has helped him build his empire. 11. Nothing is impossible. If you are still unsure if all things are possible, then here's one for you. Nothing is impossible. Today, some of the most successful entrepreneurs share some gruesome trial period stories that show that an idea and passion are all it takes to succeed. To make things crisp, think of the people who have developed the most bizarre ideas into a profitable business. The ideas that you consider most bizarre, like space tourism, are today profitable ventures. Do-Won Chang, Forever 21 founder, told LA Times, Forever 21 gives hope to immigrants who come to America with nothing but can come into a Forever 21 and know that all of this was started by a simple Korean immigrant with a dream. 10. Better wrong than do nothing. When you are in your 60s and still a disgruntled employee, you may be upset about many things, but the most prominent one will be that you didn't take the risk that is needed to start something on your own. It is better to be that age and have gone through 5 different startups, with one succeeding than not have anything. Ralph Lauren once said, "The world is open to us, and each day is an occasion to re-enliven ourselves." Start a business today. If it fails, then so be it. But don't spend all your time fantasizing about what could be and how you could have done things. That only makes things worse for your mental health. It is always better to have been wrong than to have done nothing to have been correct. 9. Who wants it the most wins? The concept of entrepreneurship comes with many sermons of focus, passion, and drive. Those are realistic expectations because nobody will take you seriously if you don't look like you are passionate about what you are doing. Whoever wants it the most wins. The investors, customers, and competition will override you if you don't seem like you want it. To be honest, you could fail to get entrepreneurship started if you don't have the needed zeal. That is why it is essential to put your all in it, or don't do it at all. Steve Jobs advises that sometimes life is going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. 8. Negative people demotivate you. Negativity is going to be a theme that will run through these truths. First, you need to associate yourself with the right kind of crowd. Your motivation and creativity can be dampened when you surround yourself with negative people. The task of negative people in your life is to cast doubt on everything you do. The best remedy for such energy is not to have negative people around you at all. Whenever there is a situation that invites negativity, you should be bold and shut it out. Your business does not deserve the demotivation that will be flooding your space if you don't cut it short. Positivity should always be your end game as you hold out on your entrepreneurship. That was Sophia Amoruso's advice when she spoke to CNBC. The Nasty Gal founder told them, by bringing your best self and not letting the small things sway you, that will allow you to keep rolling ahead in work and life. 7. Responsibility for decisions are yours. The decisions that you take are not a reflection of anyone but yourself. Even when you seek advice from someone, it is still your responsibility when something goes wrong. That cannot be blamed on another person or other organizations. The interest of your business rests solely on your shoulders, and every day you take risk-defining decisions. From thinking about a profitable business idea until you are fully established, those choices that you made cannot be credited or blamed by anyone. The moment you start shifting blame and sharing responsibility for your business, you start to lose the value of yourself in it. There is a reason it is called entrepreneurship. It means that you did everything by yourself. Taking responsibility comes with working harder to right the wrong, and it is a valuable truth that all entrepreneurs must learn. Howard Schultz, the founder of Starbucks, once said, "A lot of what we ascribe to luck is not luck at all. It's seizing the day and accepting responsibility for your future." 6. Key to happiness is progress. The key to happiness is progress. When you imagine your life in a happy place, entrepreneurship may not immediately register. You might have flashes of yourself chilling on a yacht at one of Issa Rae and Diddy's celebrity parties. You might be dreaming of a private penthouse in the Maldives with the love of your life and overflowing cash. These are great images that show that you have a fantasy for happiness, but happiness for an entrepreneur comes with your business progressing. The joy of a business finally making money and seeing it on platforms that you could have only wished for is the true definition of happiness. The best way to ensure that you are happy and thriving mentally is for your business to make strides. 5. Your focus brings expansion. What you focus your energy and attention on will bring you the desired results based on its impact. When you focus on the positive things that you encounter as an entrepreneur, the impact will be growth and expansion. The primary focus of every entrepreneur should be to turn their fortunes around and make massive sales. When you get into a negative headspace, you lose the chance to be hungry for success. Your whole concept of failure will keep you down and cancel out your growth. It would be best to focus on the positive and attract positivity for your business and best practices. When negativity calls, you have to push it behind you and quickly focus on the positive again. Jan Kuum, the inventor of WhatsApp, once said, "Do one thing and do it well, do this, and watch yourself experience expansion in all parts of your entrepreneurial path." 4. Income growth is tied to your personal growth. The growth that you need in your income will only appear when you show growth in yourself. If you want to be better at financial management for your business, you need to learn it and apply it in your life. That way, whatever you achieve will come due to your growth as an individual. Investing in yourself and developing at the same rate as your business is essential. When you have achieved your full potential and recorded massive growth in your income, you will see the reflection in your personal life too. Your income can grow as much as you do. So learn to develop yourself. As Oprah puts it, the key to fulfillment, success, happiness, and contentment is to align your personality with what your soul came to do. 3. Conquering fear brings liberation. Fear is one of the things that will keep you in your tracks and hinder your progress. The challenge is to conquer fear and be liberated from its crippling grip. When you take up skydiving, your whole reservation about it will be that you don't know what might happen when you are in the air. That is fear. Learning to go all out and do it regardless of this fear will bring you the answers you were scared to find. It is the same with leaping into entrepreneurship. If you don't go into it, you might never know what you would have accomplished. Being terrified of any business decision is a way to be left with nothing. In the words of Will Smith, the best things in life are on the other side of fear. 2. Your business trajectory is decided by your private actions. Elon Musk getting removed as chairman of Tesla by the Securities and Exchange Commission for a single tweet is the prime example for this point. The things that you knew when. In entrepreneurship, your private actions dictate the trajectory of your business. What do you do when nobody is watching, and you have to not worry about being a brand? That's when PR is unnecessary, and you are safely tucked in your private space. If you use unfair practices that may reflect in your business in the long term. If you go about your life being lazy and unmotivated when you are left alone, that is what your business will reflect sooner than later. Your actions when you are alone will speak louder than words in public. So stand for the things that you claim to represent and don't keep a dual personality. 1. Boredom affects creativity. The world of creative people is not the same as we have here. Michael Scott, America's best-written television character from the hit show, The Office, once said, "You have a bad imagination. It's stupid. I live in a fantasy world." That statement separated him as the best salesman from the average secretary who hated her job. If you are inspired and ready to take action for the world to see, don't exchange your happiness for anything else. The opposite of happiness is known to be sadness, but in entrepreneurship, it's boredom. And being bored with what you do will only make you miss out on your creative juices. So stay at a job that makes you completely happy. Nothing is impossible, so you being an entrepreneur is a possibility. However, you need to come to terms with these truths and accept them. Which of these truths do you accept, and which ones are you yet to face? What other truths do you know about being an entrepreneur? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.